Hey guys, and welcome to my next tutorial. Today we take on the Steam multiplayer. So let's start. You can choose whatever project template you want. I will just pick the third person, just Steam multiplayer or something like this, and create your project. Before we continue, we need to actually enable the Steam platform. So we go to Google and just type in Unreal Engine online subsystem Steam. So this one is a helper to connect to the Steam SDK. And if you want to know how exactly it works here, you can read it up. So this is the part we need. So just copy this over here. And as it says here, it's a placeholder ID. So if you are Greenlight or Steam Direct or whatever new feature will come, you will get an ID and you just change it, and your game is then correctly loaded. So now go to your launcher and search for the Steam multiplayer, open it up and go to the config, and in the default engine we just paste it here in, and let's save this like this. So we need to restart the project now, and now we need to go to the plugins and click on the built-in here. Then you can search all the plugins and enable the Steam subsystem, and let's restart again. So back in our project, just go here on the drop down and pick standalone game, and now you will see that we managed to get the single player Steam connection working. So the project opens up, and there at the bottom right you can see that I have actual connection to Steam, and if I press Shift and Tab, it opens up the normal Steam guide, and here we have the name of the game at the moment, Spacewar. This is the template, and that's for the single player. Let's get started with the multiplayer. And for this we go into our maps folder and let's create a new level, our an empty level, which will be our selection screen. So save this one. Now let's just make save current as, go into your maps folder and call this main menu like this. Create here into the content a new folder UI, and there we going to make a new widget blueprint main menu. Open this up here, and I will just make here a vertical box with buttons for debug and for fast showing off. If you like, you can change it like you want. So get this one here, we make 0.5 so it's in the middle. Get those buttons, 2 buttons, and text. So we make this our host game, and this will be our search game. Save. Okay, let's get here the vertical box and let's make it like this. So we have the size Y to 500, and we make here also minus 0.5 like this. So like this. This is better. So next up we need game instance, so we can actually access the game instance from all levels. So just create this new game instance, call this main game instance or something like this. And let's open this one up. And let's create a custom event, which will be our host game menu, like this. And we actually want to show then a new new widget blueprint, which will be our host game. So open this one up, and yeah, let's get a vertical box again. So I just make this now like this, and we want here a text box. So we can type in a name or something like this. And we want continue button, which will be wrapped. Let's wrap this button in horizontal box. So yeah, like this, and let's make fill to the left side and add a checkbox. So this checkbox should be like this, and let's bring this there. Let's make fill. This also fill. This. No. Whoops. This was my mistake. I wanted to get to the checkbox and make this automatically. So it's very ugly. We will change this later. So here we're just going for the logic. Get the text, which will be start. And let's make here text Steam. So if we check, we enable Steam. If we don't check, we have LAN. Like this. So let's get back to our main game instance, where we actually create a new widget, which will be our host game. And let's make an isValid here for checking purpose. So from the is not valid, we want to create this, and of course promote this to host game. And so we can here check for this one, like this. The only player will really get the player controller, like this. So, and from this one we want to add to viewport, like this. Get here the target. Let's grab it from the isValid also, like this. Yeah. So let's get to our main menu. Now let's make this on clicked here and set visibility of self to hidden, and let's actually on the event construct get game instance, and from this one we cast to our main. Promote this, call this GI, and get it here and host menu. So we call then our host game menu. So go here again to selected viewport, and whoops. So we actually did forget here. So go into word settings. Here we want to make a new game mode. Call it main menu GM, like this. Okay. Open this up. Event begin play. Let's create widget, which will be now our main menu. Promote variable and add to port like this. So now compile, save, and play. We have this, and when we click on our host game, this one's fired. To get the host game, and let's delete this set visibility and check this now. Actually makes nothing, so delete this. Let's see here. Okay, I know what's going on here, so go to your project settings. Totally forgot to make the game instance the main game instance. So save everything up, and now yeah, we have this. Okay, nice. Let's make some logic here. Let's get to our host game, and this is a bit it's a bit too big. Let's get here width. I want to make a new height, not the width. So what's now? Then let's actually wrap this up. Here's our text box. Wrap it within size box, and let's make the size box height override of 100. Too much. 50. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Go into the graph and let's begin with the logic. Get game instance here. Comes to our main, like we always do here. Promote this to a variable GI. And now we can actually make the accept button here, or the start button. So on clicked. For this one we need a new custom event in our game instance, which will be the launch lobby or the add lobby or whatever you like to call it. I just call it launch lobby like this. So we get here all on or Steam question mark, and we can make the server name. We can make much more later, but I was stuck for this small tutorial for this too, like this. So we want this to promote to a variable which will be name. Oh, let's actually make this replicated. So we want to that everyone can see the name of the server, like this. And from this one we create a session, which is an actual Unreal Engine method that handles Steam sessions. Let's make this 20 here, and this connects to that, and get the play controller. So like this. And on the success we want to actually open the level, and on failure we just print a string failed. So here we search our app we want to play. So this, press F2 and copy the name, and here we just paste this in, and here we need to actually write down listen, because I don't know why it is, but it's important to have this if you want to actually have multiplayer enabled. So just write it down, and I think it's something that the server is listened to the game connection, so it waits for more connections so that the level can actually gain more players or something like this. I don't know really. So this is our launch lobby here, and let's get to our main menu, to our host game. There it is. And here we can get our game instance now and launch this lobby. these together, and let's get the checkbox and not is enabled, but how is it called? Checked state. So get checked state. And this is a state. Switch. I think it was switch. No. So let's make a set check state. Yeah. So we actually want to, if we, let me look this up. Okay, I found something which is just is checked. If it's checked, we want to play with Steam, so we make this Steam. And so since this activates the LAN, we just need to make a NOT here and connect a NOT, so it's the opposite. If it's checked, we want not to use LAN. You could rename this to LAN and make the NOT away, but I just leave it at this as it is now. Yeah, so let's check this. So get here a name like test. So at the moment doesn't need to be a name here. And yeah, we can travel here to the map. Let's search for this map. For this one we go back to our UI and create a new one, which will be our search games. So in here, just open this up and let's make a horizontal box there at the top, which makes our first selections. You will see what I mean. So get this one 18 maybe. And yeah, we actually need to get a checkbox so we can check if we search for Steam or for LAN. Can I make here the size somehow bigger of the checkbox? Let's wrap this with a size box and see if we can actually make it bigger. So get width and height. No, this makes nothing. Okay, weird. So maybe no. Okay, I don't know how to make it bigger. I just leave it now as the small thing here. And let's delete the size box and get this again. Get the text here behind. Let's center it. Again, make Steam question mark. And then we need a button, which will be which now we need to wrap with the size box. So we can make this a bit larger. Looks weird here, so let's make this 100, no, 200. Okay, 300, it's okay. Some text now, and let's call this search. Or let's call this find games. Like this. Now we need here a scroll box. So here everything will be displayed. I just make it now like this. Compile and save. And before we continue, let's actually make this one here. Again, call this show search games. And let's make here the search game. Delete this one and create a new reference. Search games like this. Connect those here up and replace this one like this. And in our main menu, here and on-clicked. Copy this one up here and delete this one and show search games like this. Compile and save. Whoops. And now we can work here in our search games. So if we click on this one, oh, first we need to get the game instance again. So we have access to this one. Cast to the main game instance here. Yeah, let's actually, totally forgot this one. GI, like this. So now we can work on the on-click. And for this one, we make a macro, which will be refresh servers or search new, like this one. And we need for this a new variable, which will be sessions. So the founded sessions, which is a blueprint session result array, like this one. Let's get here an input, like this one, and an output, yeah, like this. And before we start searching for new one, we need to clear this one out. So clear this, and then we can cast or actually, made the find session method, which searches for us for sessions. So the use LAN is again the checkbox here is checked, question mark. So if it's checked, we want to use Steam. So we want to get the not again and use LAN. And max results, I don't know, I think 0 is for, maybe for infinite, but let's make just 100. I don't know which one makes it infinite. So here we want to get player controller again, get player controller like this, and the output, let's bring it there. And now let's set the sessions on success. So here are our results. And on failure, we just want to print a string. Just let's make it failed. And for the next one, we want to create widgets, each loop. There is it for each loop, like this. So we can, for each session found, we create a new widget in our scroll box. For this one, we just create a helper widget, which will be let's just call it games. Can rename this later. So here we want to delete the canvas, get the cast here. Let's make this, or no, let's make desired on screen. Yeah, this one. So here let's make a horizontal box. So here it will be displayed. Now come on, fill screen. The horizontal box where we have the text for the name of the server, and let's make now again a button which have also text, which means join. So join this one. Here we write down join, compile and save. Let's make this fill, and yeah, I know it looks ugly, but it will be better in the server scroll box. So let's create the widget, and actually we need to get to the scroll box and make an is variable out of this. Get the scroll box and add child, and this one will be the child, and the content will be the return value of this one. So here we write down games, so like this and like this, and in the games we need to make this and bind here. So promote this to a variable, which will be the name, and this name needs to be compiled, and then we need to editable and expose and spawn. And we need a session, which will be our blueprint result, session result. So the actual session we found. So also this one needs to be editable and expose and spawn. And now we fill those two variables from here. So the name, the actual name will be, okay, the name, we need to correct this later. The name comes from the, come on, this one goes there, and the name should be here. Yeah, now I'm stuck here. Where comes the name from? Wait a second, I looked this up. Okay, my bad. Just go to games again and make this not editable and expose and spawn. Just delete this and get only the session here. So from this one we can get server name and make this like this one, and now compile and save. And yeah, that's it for this part. Let's make here the return, compile and save. Yeah, let's go into the event graph and search the new one, like this one. So for testing, I will now actually get my tablet and open up the Unreal Editor and show you here the connections. So, and for perfectly testing everything, we need to actually make one more thing, which will be here in project settings, and we need to set both the main menu. So we start with the main menu, and yeah, that's it for this one. So I will copy this now to my laptop. Or let's actually make join the game before I show you how this works. So here from the join, make an onClick, and let's open up the game instance again and make one last, oops, not the game mode, the game instance, which was here. One last custom event, which will be the join. So join, here we need one input, which will be the session to join. This, and let's actually just get join session, and from the search result will be this one, and this will be get the player controller, and on failure just print string failed, and from the games here, just like always, get the game instance, cast to the main game instance, connect those two, and last promote it to a variable gi, get this in here and join. Let's make this one, and this is the session we want to join, which will be connected then. So compile and save those. So now we should, and I will come back in a few seconds. And one more thing I found as a mistake, because I can't select the actual game. So go into the main menu, game mode, and here we want to set input game mode. So yeah, I managed everything is working here, except I can't move. I don't know why. Just my client, my server can move. So let me look this up and then I will show you a fix. So yeah, I found the fix. So get to your third-person game mode, where we had here our our set input mode game only. Just delete this. I already did it. And in the main menu game mode, just here was something like set input mode game and UI. Just delete this and only connect those together. So here was the the break. So I just go now to my laptop and make a host game. The name doesn't matter because it shows the Steam name. So just started one. Oh, so I started the Steam game on my laptop. Now I go to here to the games direction and launch the game from there. So you can't test Steam from inside the project because it's not supported. So now here I made a writing mistake. So search game, enable Steam and find the games. And here project V is just project W, sorry, is the other account. And yeah, just click on join. Oops. So here comes the failed, but it joins anyways. So there is a small mistake. I need to look for this. So here we can walk around. It's a bit laggy because my internet connection is very slow and I'm downloading currently. So you can see it there on Steam. So yeah, I can show you. So my laptop can also move, so and you can see it. Yeah, it's very laggy. So my internet connection at the moment is very bad. Yeah, but that's all, and I hope you enjoyed it. And in the next videos we probably make some fixes to the name and maybe add some ping or chat or whatever you like. Just add in the comments. So thanks for watching and bye.